Hello everybody, and welcome to Appalachian Cemetery Hunting with Robert. Now today's video, we're going to do some things a little different. As you know, Robert and I are located here in East Tennessee. But today we are going here, yes, to Israel, more specifically to Jerusalem. And we're going to go back in time to about 2,000 years ago. And we're doing this because it is Easter week. This video is about the last few days, the betrayal, the trial, the crucifixion, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So let's get started. Less than a week after his triumphant entry into Jerusalem on the original Palm Sunday, Jesus was betrayed by one of his own disciples, Judas Iscariot, for 30 pieces of silver. As Christ and his apostles observed their Passover meal, Jesus predicted the betrayal by Judas. Of course, the meal has become known as the Last Supper. Later, Jesus took his disciples to the Garden of Gethsemane, and I never can pronounce that right, I'm sorry, so he could pray. While he was there, Judas Iscariot approached with soldiers and betrayed Jesus with a kiss. Jesus was taken before the high priest Caiaphas at night, which was against Jewish law. During the hearing, when Caiaphas asked Jesus if he was the Son of God and he said yes, they charged him with blasphemy. Caiaphas then ordered that Jesus be sent before Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor over Judea. And after questioning Jesus, Pilate learned that Jesus was actually from Galilee, so he was under the jurisdiction of Herod Antipas, so that's where Pilate sent him. Now, after Herod had questioned Jesus, he sent him back to Pontius Pilate. Now, even though Pilate could find no fault in him, he ordered Jesus to be scourged and crucified. While Jesus was being scourged, the soldiers mocked him and placed a crown of thorns on his head. He was then led to the place of execution, Calvary or Golgotha, and Jesus was forced to carry his own cross. Now, there is some debate as to the actual location of the site of Jesus' crucifixion in Jerusalem. Some believe it was at a rocky outcropping called Golgotha, which means place of the skull. Here's an old picture of Golgotha and a modern picture, and you could actually see the skull's face. The other site, possible site of the crucifixion, was inside the church of the Holy Sepulchre. Once there, the Roman soldiers nailed Jesus to the cross. Pilate had ordered a sign to be placed on the cross that was written in Greek, Latin, and Hebrew. It read, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." Now, after many hours on the cross, Jesus finally died. And when he did, there was a great earthquake. In the temple, the veil which separated the Holy of Holies from the rest of the temple was ripped in two from top to bottom. This veil measured 60 feet high, 30 feet wide, and around 4 inches thick. This had to have been done by the hand of God. Also, during the earthquake, the graves opened and the bodies arose. Now, you can read this account in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 27, verses 51 and 52. Usually, the Roman soldiers would break the legs of those being crucified to confirm that they were dead or to quicken their death. But with Jesus, they pierced his side with a spear, and this fulfilled the prophecy of Psalm 34, verses 19 and 20. After his removal from the cross, Jesus was placed in the unused tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, one of his followers. These next 3 photos are of the Shroud of Turin. Now, I'm not saying that this is the actual burial shroud of Jesus, but I have read a lot about the shroud, and if it's not, it missed a great opportunity. In any case, it is a graphic representation of what a crucifixion victim suffered. Now, there are 2 locations in Jerusalem that are contenders for being the tomb of Jesus. First, we have the Garden Tomb, and here we have an exterior shot and an interior picture of it. Second is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Now, here's an exterior picture of the church itself, and here we have a picture of the tomb inside the church. And now this is a picture that's actually inside the tomb. Now, on that first Easter morning, as Roman soldiers guarded Jesus' tomb, the stone was rolled away, and Jesus walked out, not a spirit, but alive. You know, no matter what your particular beliefs are about the first Easter, the most important thing is that the tomb is empty, and that you believe Jesus went to the cross and died for your sins, and that he arose from the dead on that first glorious Easter morning. Folks, we hope you've enjoyed this little video. Please hit the like, subscribe, and share buttons. And God bless you, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.